What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Tuesday, March 1st. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, @Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments section who your favorite plays are for today's slate. And finally, shout out to No House Advantage for being the presenting sponsor of this video. Use the promo code Awesemo when signing up and get $25 on your first deposit. Now we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Kevin Porter, if he plays, Jalen Brunson, Jason Tatum, Scotty Barnes, and Anthony Edwards on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. In first, at number 5, we've got Reggie Jackson, point guard eligible, 8,200, projected for 40. The goal's 55. He's in the optimal lineup 17% of the time. He's playing massive minutes. I got him in for 35, 1.1 fantasy points per minute in this spot, and you don't get matchups much better than this. Houston stinks. Defense is terrible. Pace up spot. They gain 2.5 possessions above their average. Clippers 7-point favorites in this one. Reggie Jackson just outside 30% usage. It's 22 points, 6.5 assists, and 5 rebounds, plus a steal. You cannot beat what you're getting out of Reggie Jackson. The price tag is getting to the point where it starts to get a little nerve-wracking. But when you face Houston, all bets are off. To Minnesota, we go at number 4. That is D'Angelo Russell, point guard, shooting guard eligible, 7,600, projected for 40.5. The goal is 52. He's in the optimal lineup 18% of the time. I gave Russell 34 minutes, 1.2 fantasy points per minute, 26% usage, 21 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. The scoring is there. Taking on a Golden State team that is not nearly as good as they used to be defensively. No Draymond really hurts. No Klay Thompson in this one either. Pace neutral for Minnesota, so it's just fast-paced in general. Slight favorites, too, at home against Golden State. I think it's at home. Probably at home. I assume it's at home. That doesn't really change anything for me in this case. 34 minutes for Russell. 27 for 7,600, and you get him point guard, shooting guard. I like Anthony Edwards. I like Russell slightly more. At number 3, I'm going to Toronto, taking shooting guard, small forward, Gary Trent. And I'm assuming Fred VanVleet is in for right now. Trent will look better if he's not. 6,400, projected for 33. The goal's 46. He's in the optimal lineup 18% of the time. Gave him 37 minutes, 0.9 fantasy points per minute because he's taking on a terrible defense in Brooklyn. Pace neutral, but Toronto, 8.5-point favorites. You get him at shooting guard, small forward, guard forward, and utility. It's all scoring. Just under 20 real points, 3.5 boards, 2 assists, and 2 stocks. You're hoping for a ton of scoring and a bunch of steals out of Trent. And against this haphazard Brooklyn team, I see no reason why that can't happen. At number 2, we've got his teammate Fred VanVleet, point guard, shooting guard eligible, 8,500, projected for 44.5. The goal is 56. He's in the optimal lineup 21% of the time. If he's in, play a bunch of them. If he's not, play Malachi Flynn. 37 minutes for Fred VanVleet, 22, 7, and 5. He's just too cheap. I mean, this is a guy that was 10K earlier in the season. He's got a great matchup. Brooklyn stinks. They've got no legitimate star going today. No Kyrie Irving, no Kevin Durant. Obviously, no Ben Simmons. 1.2 fantasy points per minute for VanVleet in this one. If you don't get VanVleet, you get exceptional value out of Malachi Flynn. Either way, you're going to a lot of Raptors. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter @Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at No House Advantage using that promo code Awesemo. Your number 1 contender for today is still with Toronto, and that is pretty clearly Pascal Siakam, power forward center eligible, 8,900, projected for 48. The goal is 58. He's in the optimal lineup 28% of the time. 38 minutes for Siakam, 1.25 fantasy points per minute, 27% usage. 24, 9.5, and 5. That usage rate and assist rate will go up if we get no VanVleet, as will Pascal Siakam's odds of being in the optimal, plus 2 stocks. Toronto looks great today. Across the board, you get Siakam, VanVleet, Barnes, and Trent all in the top 10. But Siakam is separated from the pack, 7% higher than VanVleet in that number 2 spot. It's Pascal Siakam as your number 1 contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Tuesday, March 1st. FanDuel version of this video is around here somewhere. Check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We're back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.